Joseph ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the... Five-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he... gets it to the 30. 2nd and 5. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Josiah DeGuara, 30 yards. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And fights through one man. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 62 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. That's on Teron Armstead, the left tackle. To throw, Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. On 2nd and a couple. Rodgers, touchdown! Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard, and the Packers have taken the lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. On play action, it's Kaepernick. They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And this is going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. And he slings one that's incomplete. Robert Tonyan, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Rodgers again now. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jordan Hicks leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of...
Randall Cobb on a breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101.
It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Cook. They'll try and run it. And he will get into the end zone, and the two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers finds his man. Watson over the middle. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball.
Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw is Rodgers. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And Crosby puts it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going up top. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Following the good run by Cook. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Kaepernick sliding out of the pocket. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Kaepernick now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. 7 yards, the pickup there. And they're going to speed things up here. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick rolling to his right. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Colin Kaepernick, 15 yards. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the third. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Rodgers will throw for it. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. Uses the stiff arm. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And quickly they get to the line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it's 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They run it again with Cook. And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got
touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this belongs to the Vikings. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And not much to speak of there, maybe a yard down to the 20. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The return from his hit. And deep in his own territory. Coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Again, it's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The return from his end zone is Grant. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On play action, now Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The return from his end zone is Grant, and the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. That's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long 6 over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you can go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. A big offensive explosion leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just